Joining us now is Dr. Shelli Gregory, Executive Director of Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Lexington, Kentucky. Shelli, thank you very much for joining us. I know it's a very difficult time for you and the folks in Kentucky, and our hearts and go out to you, our prayers, thoughts. Please, if you would, bring us up to speed what you're seeing right now around you in Kentucky.
Absolutely. So we had flooding that occurred back in February, and we have 16 active declarations in counties, mostly in central and eastern Kentucky from February. So we are active already in recovery. Most of those homes have already been mucked out, and we're looking at long-term recovery that we're working on with those folks. Then, just a few days ago, we got hit with historic flooding in mostly northern, central, and western Kentucky. So we have several more counties and cities that are working on declarations, but they have not been awarded yet. But we have 67 counties as of last night that have written declarations to turn into FEMA, and then 34 city declarations. So those are mostly run along the Ohio River and the rivers that run into those.
So a lot of people impacted, a widespread area. How is Catholic Charities helping folks there impacted by the flooding?
So Catholic Charities nationwide is known for disaster relief, but what happens when a disaster hits is that many organizations flood into the area and help out. So right now we have Red Cross on the ground, Salvation Army, things like Samaritan's Purse, Team Rubicon, Reach Out Worldwide. All of these, they come in and do that initial search and rescue, the emergency management folks, and we help them where we can, but we mostly then step in later when it's time for the long-term recovery, and we help out with repairs and supplies for those long-term recovery.
What are some of the biggest needs people have right now, and what can Americans living around the country, seeing these devastating pictures come across their TV and computer screens, what can they do to help? So biggest needs, and what can people do to help?
The biggest needs right now are going to be, I think they're still doing some search and recovery, but then just the muck outs and cleanup. So the items they need for those are, things like fans and squeegees and buckets, all of those type of things. We are moving some of those supplies that we collected from for the February floods from eastern Kentucky westward. So we're moving those around, but they're going to need more of those. But anytime a disaster like this hits, the best thing that you can do is make monetary donations. That's where we can get the money used to what is needed.
That's a lot for people to endure in just a few months. February now, April, boy, our hearts again go out to you, and we're praying for you, and Godspeed. Okay, Shelli?
Thank you so much.
All right, take care and good luck.
Thank you.